How's it going? Charles Bodenston here. Today, we're going to be talking about working hard, making it happen. And the reason I'm actually bringing this up is if you are between the ages of 18 and 40, you need to be working your ass off. You need to be doing everything because I've heard this from so many people. People that I've looked up to, people that are energetic and enthusiastic and they eat well and they exercise, and they have all said the same thing is that once you start hitting 40, 45, 50, you just start slowing down. I started reading about it and I'm like, no, I'm going to be going just as hard by 60 and 70, 80. I'm going to be pushing the limits and everything else. And I'm reading this book now, and it's literally saying that everything, good and bad, crime, or your biggest creations, your biggest inventions, your biggest breakthroughs happen between the ages of 25 and 35. Midlife, as what they call it. Now it's, midlife could be 40s, but they call that your optimum years to produce, your optimum time to get things done. So this is how I actually prioritized it. I started going, and this is fluid. This is going to change. This isn't like set in stone. But over the years, you start putting things in priority. So in the beginning part of your life, you put schooling. And then it's probably schooling, girls, and sports. Or maybe sports, girls, schooling, which it was for me. But as you age, then you start prioritizing. So for me, last year, my top three priorities was health, work, relationships. Now I'm actually putting work number one. It was health, now it's work. So I am putting work and then health. And this is the thing. It's not like I'm neglecting health. It's just if I have a decision, my priority is work and not health. So if I have an opportunity to go to the gym last year, I would have went over work. This year I want to produce money. I want to make money. I want to be very profitable. So this year, trust me, today I woke up at 5 a.m. I had a bike race, and then at 1 a.m. I played a full game of hockey. So it's not like I'm not prioritizing health. And I'm at work right now. It's 8:04 p.m. on a Saturday, the day before Easter. So just consider, and then relationships is number three. Just consider what your priorities are, and they will change. It could change month over month. Someone that makes, someone that earns $2 million. A perfect example is one of my clients. He's 65. He's like, I don't know how much longer I want to be working. He goes, I want to get a townhouse. Perfect. That's amazing. So he's prioritizing his health, his happiness, and he's using his wealth. So I don't have the wealth accumulation like him. So that's why I'm using work as my number one. Health is not my number two. And he's in a relationship, so he doesn't need it. But for you, it could be anything. It could be reading. It could be health. It could be wealth. It could be happiness. It could be, mending a relationship or making sure your kids succeed. I don't know. Whatever it is for you, just have your top two or top three priorities and do it. And if you're between, like I said, 18 and 40, you need to get your shit together. I wasn't going to curse there, but you really do. Because otherwise, you're going to look back. I was on the train this morning, and this guy is probably in his mid 40s, maybe late 40s, and he looks like he works for the MTA, which is our public transportation system. And he's just looking back and he goes, I wish I worked a little bit harder. He's talking to one of the guys because he's nearing retirement, and they're talking about someone else that just left the train, and he goes, that guy worked hard. He never missed a day for 6 years. This is what they're saying. So they have their priorities straight. So listen, get your priorities straight. Make sure you do it. That's the biggest thing, is action is everything. That's great you think about it, but you got to start doing it. Subscribe to the video. Happy Easter, or whatever day it is, or what religion or non-religion, doesn't matter. Instagram and Snapchat. I'm crushing Snapchat right now. And by the way, look at this. Empire State Building color. Look at that. It's purple. It's kind of rad. Look at that. That's what I look out at. Little inspiration. All right, guys, have an awesome day. Subscribe, Instagram, Snapchat, and iCharles.com. Talk to you soon.